Hi, Alana. Double O. Thank you for coming back. I'm gonna, I don't know. Hopefully that cured it. I have a pretty good idea who it is. So, the Four Hearts Ranch. Good morning. Nice to have you here. So, so. Well, it's nice to be back. So, pretty bad when somebody's got to ruin everything for you. So, yeah. Thanks, Picker. Yeah. I know it wasn't. Like it was happening way before you got in there. They were taking names and icons and switching icons and names and all this other stuff. So I gotta check something real quick. I'll still be talking. I just gotta check something. Uh, yeah. So try it again, I guess. Yeah, only I could see it. So yeah. Well, that's what everybody else has looked good to them too. But yeah, I did think it was you for a minute because you come up with the Iron Dog 63 come up twice, and I knew that was you yesterday. So Matt Pro Gaming 341. Oh. How you doing, Matt? Yeah, I know. So because when I seen the Iron Dog 63s come in, I thought that was you. So I've been planting a garden too there, Rick. I, Somehow I got about a 40-foot limb planted in my garden yesterday. So good morning, Jerry Hagerman. So he just commented on something. I don't know where he commented, but so. Oh, let's try this again. I will apologize. I even put it in writing. No, the IP address didn't change. Huh. It does clear the soul. So B&J, could you do some rototilling in my garden? You have to rototill around the limb though. So now, all right, I will. Yeah. Well, I was telling everybody this morning or whatever, that big limb fell out there in the garden, and I just like 20 minutes before that, I had a bed liner that was behind the shed. So I went out there and I drug it out because it's cleanup weekend. Every 2 years I have a cleanup. So I drug it out from behind the shed and brought it out and put it on the curb. But I was at 20 minutes before that happened. So I was lucky. Yeah. Drava Vitor, good morning. How are you doing? How's your aunt doing? I think is that who it is? Um, how's your aunt Sarah doing? Oh. I have to leave here about 7 o'clock, quarter after 7 at the latest, Monday morning. I'm supposed to be at the hospital at 7:30. They're going to take me back, strip me down, throw a gown on me, throw me up on a gurney, and slice me and dice me. I should be in surgery by 9 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, everything's good now. So, so there is cleanup weekend there too. What did your aunt have? Nobody told me what she had to have transplanted, but what did she have to have done there, Draw? Somebody was just screwing with my channel there, Jerry. They come in under, they would show somebody's icon, but show somebody else's different name, then show somebody's, and then they would comment, and then, they would take a wrench from somebody and give them a different name. Yeah, I joined your group last night there. Heart. Oh man. Well, hopefully she's doing good. How old is she there, Java Vitor? The Heart of Comedy. Yo, Marisa Marshall. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Doing good. Did you guys get a notification? A lot of people said they didn't get a notification. So, Heart of Comedy, 1.1 thousand channel followers. You guys check out the Heart of Comedy. If it's something you're interested in, go ahead and show them some channel love. She's very young. Okay. Wawia. Thank you. RNG Homestead. Nice to have you here. Yeah. Well, hopefully everything Everything works out. So, thank you there, Four Hearts Ranch. I appreciate it. You too. You have a great Saturday there at 4-H or Four Hearts. Yeah, I've noticed you haven't been here for a while. So, got 21 people, 8:26 in the morning. We're doing okay, I guess, so far. So, hey, I understand completely. I really do. I understand completely. It's hard to get in here without a ticket. Well, I know a guy at the back, at the backstage door, so you can just tell him I sent you there, Kevin. There you go. There, draw a beat there. So, Timya, the animatronic girl, Tamia, how you doing? Glad to see you're back. Yeah, I'm gonna run a live stream probably till 7 o'clock Monday morning, and then don't do backdoor stuff. Uh, Probably till 7 o'clock, and then I'm already gonna be ready because they um, when I had my last surgery, they wanted you to shower in the morning and put this stuff on. Then they told me the other night when I was there, no, shower before you go to bed, dry off completely, then put the stuff on and don't, then let it air dry. And then put on, some clean, comfortable clothes that you're going to wear to the hospital. So, so evidently they want me to sleep in the same stuff they want me to go to the hospital in. So I started cleaning the shed out yesterday too there, Tim. So the more I started cleaning, the more I said, man, you've got a lot of junk. Well, I didn't say junk. I never actually call my stuff junk. I call it collectibles. My stuff is collectible. And a lot of my stuff that's collectible is collecting dust right about now too. So B&J Hunting says, I need to do that too, Tim's World. Uh, you need to do that to Tim's World. You need to clean out his shed, or do you need to clean out your shed, B&J? Should have put a period behind that too. Yep. Isn't that something how you clean out a shed to put, take all the junk out so you can put more junk back in it? Kind of cool how that happens. So, well, no, I just thought you was going to help clean out Tim's shed for him. You've already offered to come down here and road till my garden. Hell, you're halfway to his house by then. Yeah, we didn't lose power here, but we lost a great big limb. So I completely understand. It takes if I'm going to clean my garage, and if I take everything out of my garage, when I could walk, I could take everything out of my garage. It'd take the better part of 4 or 5 days. You take everything out, clean a little, clean what you can clean one day. Then you put that stuff back, and then you work in another area. You take all that stuff out, then you clean, put it all back in, stack it, whatever, put it away, and then you just keep on going. You do it by sections. So. You have to clean your shed so your wife don't clean your clock. So, yeah, I heard the same thing. So. I'm gonna go get me a cup of coffee. I should have got it when I was restarting everything, but I was busy fighting with my internet company because it wouldn't turn on. So. Sorry about that. I had to make another pot. So. I love you too, honey.
You sound kind of special. I
know. I'm
telling
telling
you. You need to do brain surgery on you.
She said I'm some kind of special. I need to have brain surgery done. You're right there, Kevin. They all don't care. Kevin Helming. He says what he says when you die, all my collectible memorabilia will be thrown in a dumpster. And the kids are questioning my mental capacity.
She's got that right.
She said you got that right. Yeah. So, right.
If they were here, they'd feel sorry for me.
She says if you guys were here, you'd feel sorry for her. Huh.
Oh God, I don't even lie. Oh.
Well, my granddaughter told her parents she's not changing diapers. She's putting them in a home. She's seen it on The Simpsons. That's funny. Yankee Living, you still in here? Yankee Living. Our young granddaughters are great. They come up with a bunch of stuff. Double O says, I pray for you periodically, Kathy.
I'm so glad. Who said that?
Yankee Living. Fat Boy said that. Yankee. I responded to your personal message yesterday, and I told you I would do this. You can go ahead and put that link on there, and yeah, one of these days, whenever you want to do that, you let me know, and we'll do that. So, but now you have you can do that. So, if you do that in the kitchen, Fat Boy, use a periodic table. I have to powder my nose just a second. There you go. I'm done powdering. So, if you want to, there you go. Yeah, you can. With this, being a mod, you can put that in there. Let me go back and see if I can get it out of the thing. But yeah. Now you can do it there, Yankee Living. All right, there, Kevin. You have a good day, man. Thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. Um, I have a jerky press and everything. I've never made jerky yet, but I plan on making jerky. Oh, you're talking RNG Homestead. Okay. Well, if he's made it before, he can tell you a lot more about making jerky than I can. So, oh. Uh, there, I already did it for you there, Yankee. There is a link that Yankee Living wanted me to share with you guys. So, and I didn't see it till yesterday. It was too late. So, but here it is now. It's called the Broody Hens and the Raspberry Patch. So, you guys want to, open that up in a new window and start looking at it. I watched some of it last night. I didn't watch it all because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and so. But there you go. I'm going to do mine. When I do mine, I'm going to do it with the highest ground beef I can get without fat in it, like 97%, and then we'll make our jerky that way. So, or my son's got a bunch of deer meat in the freezer. I think I'm going to see about getting some of that. He's got a bunch of deer burger already, and I'll bring that in and make some deer jerky or venison jerky. All right. Well, that's okay. I already put it up there for you there, Yankee Living. So what'd you do? Get your have your surgery yesterday there, Yankee, and catch a cold afterwards? I remember when I was a kid, and I was, 8, 9, 10 years old, and my uncle, that'd be my mom's uncle, my great uncle. I'm sorry to hear that, Yankee. Anyways, he had some woods, and about 30 acres of it or whatever woods. And we would go in, 8, 9, 10 years old, and with buckets, and we'd go raspberry picking. And, we'd all wear flannel shirts, long sleeve flannel shirts, and we'd have our pant legs taped around the ankles, so it was tight, so you couldn't get it. And we wore gloves, and you like the not cotton gloves, like the dishwashing gloves, the Playtex living gloves, we used to, that way when you picked, you didn't get your hands all cut up by the, the thorns and stuff. And we do that, and we would pick, probably walk out of there with 20 gallons of raspberries. And my mom would make raspberry pie, raspberry jam, all sorts of stuff, raspberry jelly. She'd freeze raspberries for, cobblers and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff going around. So, you know, Redneck Railroad, good morning. Nice to have you here. Yeah, cobbler is tasty. You're right. Um, uh, Big C, I was thinking about that. Would I be so bad as to keep? No, a lot of people prefer to keep their family members at home. Um, I think it's pretty admirable if somebody that they want to keep their mom and dad at home and take care of them. But there's some people that just they can't do it because they have to work and they just can't do it. It's uh, it's like I said, it's pretty admirable of you to do that. If you would do that, and it's not for everybody. So I love blackberry jam there, double O. So you're right, Kathy. She took care of her mom for 6 years. So
Now you want to put it in because I posted, I don't think you talked about my post.
you just posted it that you took care of your mom. And I said, yeah, you took care of your mom for 6 years. Yes. And she wouldn't have done it any other way. She wouldn't have had it done any other way. And, when her mom had to go to the hospital, Kathy was there, every day.
I slept with it last
And she slept with her for the last few years because, her mom was in such bad shape. She wanted, in case something happened, she was right there. So, right. I understand there. I understand exactly what you're saying there, Big Steve. There ain't nothing better than fresh, homemade strawberry jam and raspberry. I love both of them. So, yep. So, I did that seedless one time. Man, is that a lot of work? That is a lot of work to make seedless raspberry jam. You got to run it through a sieve, and by the time you get it all through there, you know, it takes forever. So, you have diverticulitis or anything like that there, Yankee living? There's a lot of people that have diverticulitis don't, they can't have the seeds and stuff. So, yeah, that's the way it is. They're double O. You know, my wife took care of my mom was also uh, she was sick, and my wife took care of her. And then my mom had to go.
She was,
Yeah, right.
I didn't have the equipment here.
Right. Well, we didn't really have the equipment to take care of my mom because she was, quite heavy. So, but my wife would go to the nursing home, and she would help take care of her there. She'd feed her and stuff, take care of her, help, change her when she needed to be changed, bathed her. And my sisters wouldn't do any of that. My mom had an accident, and my sisters are sitting there going, "Oh, oh, that's yuck, that's gross," and Kathy changed her, and cleaned her up. And the other ones, and that's some kind of sister, daughterly love right there. That they wouldn't even take care of their own mother,
I had siblings and nobody helped me either.
right? So,
Plus, I had kids in school,
so
so I know how you feel.
so yeah. And my dad, he was sick for a while, and my mom was in the hospital. My dad was sick, so my mom was in the hospital getting taken care of, and my dad, he come stayed with us for a week or two or something like that, and my wife took care of him. Huh? Yeah, a month. So she took care of him, and took care of my mom when she got out of the hospital, and but so. Oh, I think it's worth it too, to get the seeds out of it. But man, that's a lot of work. I done that. I did what was it, 20 pounds of raspberries, and I made jam with it. Oh man, that was something. Yeah, she took care of her mom, and we still had kids at home, and her siblings wouldn't help either, and that's a shame. But so right. Well, one of them, one time, her mom called and said, "Hey, I'd like to see you. I don't know, I'm sick, and I don't know what's going to happen to me." And you know, and they said, "Well, I haven't got time. I got to clean my garage." The last time I knew, a garage wasn't as important as your mother, but you know,
And then they both came back a month after she passed.
yeah, and they both. Then they didn't talk to her for 10 years, or how long was
It
it?
was 10 years, they came back a month before she passed.
Yeah, it was 10 years. They didn't talk to her, and then they come back a month before she passed away. So, you have a strainer that works on that would make it nice right there. Yeah, I wish I had a strainer that would work on my KitchenAid. Oh. And you're right, well, every situation is different. She said she wouldn't change it for nothing. So, and I wouldn't have her change it for nothing. I loved my mother-in-law, and I had no problems with her being here. I wanted my wife actually to take care of her, and you know, because that's the least you could do. Being your parents took care of you, and that's what she told me. If she took care of me, I should take care of her. And I said, "You're right. You're absolutely right."
Who?
You told me that your mom took care of you, and I said,
Well,
"Yeah,
you didn't.
no." And I said, and you said you should take care of her. And I said, "You're right. You're absolutely right. You should take care of your mother."
I didn't care if anybody liked you.
Right.
You're sick, okay.
Yes, Steve. My dad passed away November 30th of 2004. My mom passed away July 25th of 2005, and Kathy's mom passed away May 12th, right?
Oh,
or May 14th,
May 16th.
May 16th, 2012. Yeah. So. Well, thanks, Big Steve.
I hear the garbage man somewhere.
Huh?
I hear the garbage man somewhere.
She hears the garbage man coming someplace. You probably can hear him swearing all the way up and down the street.
I'm sure. I would be.
Yeah.
Oh, would I ever?
Yeah. So our mom's been gone almost 6 years here in the next 7 days. So. Yeah. I hope so. I always wanted to make sure my mom and dad was, proud of. I never wanted to disappoint my mom and dad, so ever. So. Yeah, and yeah, Double O just lost his less than a month ago. And Yankee Living, when they speak pretty loud and fast, don't they? No. No. And that brings up another thing. If you guys still have parents, spend as much time as you can with them. How you, if your dad ever took you fishing or whatever, go over there and say, "Hey, Dad, what are you doing today?" And he says, "Nothing." Go take him fishing. Even if you take him fishing at Long John Silver's, go take your dad fishing. Go take your mom shopping. If you still have your parents, go spend some time with them. So, hey, bad boy, check this out. Yeah, there you go. So, you got one if you want to buy it. And I'm being serious. If you still have your parents, go spend some time with them. And I tell you what, take it from me, you won't regret it. Ain't that right, Doug? Doug takes care of his mom, and he probably wouldn't have it any other way. So, Doug and his brother, they live, the mom lives with them, or they live with her, but wouldn't have it any other way. So, probably. I realize there's some things that some people can't do, so they have to call in some help once in a while. A lot of times when you are taking care of somebody at home, then you do get some in-care nursing and stuff like that, which helps. So, but spend some time with your family, with your parents. Because they're not going to be here forever. So if you're on YouTube and you're wasting the day away on YouTube and you got a mom and dad out there, get off YouTube and go see them. Big Cub, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to have you here. Yeah. Yeah, Steve. Why would you buy the milk when you get the cow for free? Or why would you buy the cow when you got the milk for free? Yeah. And I'm sure there's plenty of those that go around for Grizz. So, yeah. Well, that's good there, Big Kev. Hopefully everything's going okay. So you can have that old one for free. I hear the garbage truck out there. So I got enough stuff out there to fill up a pickup truck. So they're down the street. I can hear them. I think I can hear them swearing too.
They're on Chestnut, they're not on the crosswalk.
Yeah. Clean that brown up and you have a deal. There you go. So anybody got anything they want to talk about? Other than sex, the Second Amendment, the sexy Second Amendment, sex with the Second Amendment, sex or politics or religion. So, come on, everybody, talk to Teddy Bear. Tammy Sprinkle, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. That's good, Tammy. Nice to hear that. How's Bobby doing? No, we don't talk about other people. We got subjects to talk about. Double O. So you tell Bobby I said hi. Yeah. So, getting close to summertime. Kids are going to be out of school in less than a month. Right around here, it'll be about almost a month. Barack. Wow. Let's check your channel out. Barack. Let me see. Listening to a point. Um, some of the stuff I don't agree with that's on your channel there, Barack. So, but hello, how are you? So, 3 more weeks of school for Cade. Yep. Don Cornholio. Yeah. Beavis and Butthead. So, you Kathy, I can't write. Yeah. Uh, Steve, if he's typing to you, I'm sure he can write. So, don't you know the old thing, the old saying there, Big Steve? Illiterate, try writing for free help. That was Eddie Murphy that wrote there, did that on Saturday Night Live or something like that. That was pretty cool. I used to say this all the time. Yesterday I couldn't spell truck driver. Today I are one. So, um, that actually, Big Steve, is a real shame because there's no real reason why anybody should be illiterate anymore. There is absolutely no reason in the world why anybody should be illiterate. Yeah, my wife deals with one every day. Who's that, honey? I know it is hard when you can't spell. All right. All right, there, Double O. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Nobody comes to mind. I can't think of who you're talking about. Give me a clue. Huh. I know it ain't me because what's not to like? So, oh, it's me. Huh. I'm not illiterate. I can read and write. I'm not even illegitimate. I may be ignorant. And there's a difference between being stupid or being ignorant. Ignorant just means you do not know. Stupid means you will not learn. So, I'm both ignorant and stupid. I know. I got my education. So I did too. I went to the school of hard knocks. Hmm. So, anybody got anything else they want to talk about? Your mama's coloring. That's pretty cool there, Doug. So, It keeps your preoccupied and keeps your mind active, doesn't it, there, Doug? My wife does some coloring every once in a while. She better to color me black and blue, I'm telling you. Yes, fireman, we lost a big limb. I got a video of it. Um, it happened about 10 minutes to 1, something like that, yesterday afternoon. I was just out there in the same area about 20 minutes before that, dragging out a bed liner that was behind the shed. So, what, honey? I guess my dad would have been a good track star if he had legs too, huh, Steve? Yeah, we had a major storm. That branch is probably 40 feet long. Yeah. At about 70 mile an hour. Well, there's a bunch of trees down, a bunch of power lines, and a bunch of phone lines down in the city. Um, huh? Yeah, this thing's really heavy. I'm gonna. Um, yeah. Yeah, it broke a big branch here, but we had a bunch of stuff down. And I called the city hall right after it happened to get them out here because it is their tree. It's not mine, it's their tree. They can cut it up and get it out of my garden. You know, it belongs to them, doesn't belong to me. So I called them. Nobody, I talked to somebody and they said, well, I have to transfer you to here. And I called, they transferred me there and nobody answered the phone. I'm out of the office. So when I called somebody else, I went to call back into a different department, and all the phone lines were temporarily out of service. So yeah, so well, we got wireless here, so it don't matter. So um, but I got on Facebook and I said, it's awful funny that they had phone service and then they don't have phone service. And somebody said, well, the phone lines are down. Now wait a minute. The phone lines were up during the storm and they were up after the storm. No, what it was is there's so many trees down that the city hall was getting flooded by people with phone calls saying, hey, your city trees are down. Branches are down. You guys need to come clean this up. So they just shut the phones off. So, yeah. So you would leave until it was back on? Oh, God. Oh. No more questions from you, Steve. They intended to be hurtful. I don't understand what's going on here now. Um, right. So, what do people want to talk about? We did the cleanup yesterday. We got my daughter and my wife went upstairs. They got some stuff out of the hall closet up there that's um, oh, it's old medical tubes and stuff like that. That was and some there's some other stuff up there. And they brought that down, threw it out. I brought a couple of bags out of the shed that I filled up with stuff, and then a bed liner, and then I went into the garage and I had a bunch of boxes in there that were no good. I broke them. Me and my daughter broke them down, and then I um, threw away an old cabinet and some other stuff that I had. So stuff that I probably put in a yard sale once or twice, never sold any of it, so I got rid of it. So yes, I did. I cleaned out that one side over there. I threw a bunch of stuff out of there. I had a nightstand on top of my cabinet out there that was no good. You could have really had a party out there. Well, I could have a party in here too if I wanted, but I don't. So I all my stuff out there is collectibles. They're out there collecting dust right now. So um, I really do need to hopefully when it's I get my hip fixed and stuff and it's a good day, I really need to drag everything out of the garage and redo it, clean it up, and then I didn't tell me how that worked for you. Yeah. Um, well, if I do that, honey, it'll be 3 days before before I see you, because in about then the swelling will go down just enough. I'll be able to open up my eyes. So yeah, I need to get that when I get back to being able to walk right and stuff. I need to clean out the garage, and I'll just everything I got out there that I don't want, I'll just stack on that curb and put a free sign on it, see if somebody wants it. Yeah, I leave here. I gotta be at the hospital at 7:30 Monday morning. So, good morning, Sandy K. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. So, um, Eric McComb, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, well, that's good. I'm glad you're good. So, do. Well, I'm glad you're good there, Eric. Um, so just getting ready. A little anxious for Monday, but you know, Tara's local inspiration. Hi, everybody. Let's see. I'm sure. Yeah. So you guys check out Tara. She just got 1,000 subscribers. 3 hours ago, she did a 1,000 subscriber thing. Thank you, 1,000 subscribers. Oh. Guys, check out our channel. If it's something you are interested in, go ahead and show her some channel love, and I'm sure she'll show you some channel love back. So, I have a hip surgery Monday there, Eric. We're going to do a total hip replacement Monday. Tara's local inspiration is showing love. Just kidding, slap myself and wake up. Yeah. I get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Jesus, that's a close-up fit.
Ah.
You got up on that chair right up to the tail.
Gotta fix my clock. Time it at 9:24. I hope it ain't broke. It didn't, because I wound it up this morning and set it, but it was the same time I set it for. So, praying it all goes well. All right, thank you, Tara. You have a good day. Thank you, Eric. I hope it does too. So. I originally started this at 5:45 this morning, so I understand there. I understand on the comment from Facebook. Anyways, I started at 5:45 this morning, so at 9:45 I am actually going to get off. I got some stuff I want to do today too. So today's Saturday. It's supposed to be a decent day, so there's no sense of sitting inside. I think I'll chase Mama around the garage a couple of times. Ain't gonna happen. I can tell you that already. So. What I need to do is get out there to that collapsible table that I bought and get the model number off it so I can get the seat ordered for it, because I need one seat made, or I got to buy one seat. It's broke, and check the rest of them out. If the rest of them are okay, that's fine. If not, maybe I might order a couple of them so I have a spare. So. All right, man. You have a good one. You be careful out there. Remember, if you go anywhere today and you take the highway, if you take the highway home, make sure you put it back in the morning. So. I got to shave all this whiskers. I'm going to keep the Hulk Hogan mustache. Hopefully they don't shave that off. So I don't know if they're going to have to put a mask on me or whatever, but so. Hopefully in 6 weeks I'll be doing some dancing, the splits and stuff like that. Do the Saturday Night Fever. You know what's the best part about waking up, don't you? Nothing. No. Yeah. A lot of good sleeps are ruined by waking up, I'm telling you. Oh, I was just getting into this, and then you wake right up. So, yeah. I don't know how many times that ever happened to you. You're just now getting into a nice, comfortable sleep, and you are. And next thing you know, you're wide awake. So. Good morning, Kim Fife. How are you doing? Nice to see you here. Anybody watch live PD last night? Simply amazes me how many people don't believe they should actually have to have a driver's license or insurance or plates on their car or whatever. Yeah. You ain't got no plates on your car? Yeah. You can't drive a car without plates? Why? You got insurance? No. You got, no, I don't have a driver's license. It's suspended. So you're driving a car without no plates on it, no insurance, and a suspended license. Huh. Now what happens if you hit somebody? Ken Hannock, how you doing? Nice to see you. Breaking the shell, breaking the shell, breaking the shell. I know it. Good morning there, breaking the shell. How are you doing? Ken Hannock, how are you doing? It's nice to have everybody here. It's 9:30 in the morning. Like I said, at 9:45, I'm going to shut her down. I'm not going to do the prayer list today, but I'll do the prayer list tomorrow. So Tomorrow, when I'm doing that, you guys let me know if you have anybody else you want to put on the prayer list. So. It's nice to have you all here. It really is. And I don't know. Most days I talk about absolutely nothing, and I don't know what to talk about. I haven't mowed yet, but it's about 2 weeks overdue. I What we try to do, Ken, is we try to get it, 8, 10 inches here before we mow it the first time, because you get seeds. Your grass goes into seed, and when it grows into the seeding like that, or it gets close to seeding, the seeds are starting, but they're not fully formed. You start mowing then, and now that'll make your grass a lot thicker because you don't have to buy seed to thicken up your grass. You don't have to buy fertilizer because, now you got extra seed in there thickening up the grass, and you got the grass clippings and stuff like that. So that's how we do it. We try not to mow it the first time until it gets 8 to 10 inches, and then after that it gets mowed every when it's 3 inches tall or less. We start mowing, but or my wife does. So at least once a week, unless it hasn't rained. If it doesn't rain, our grass doesn't grow. Sometimes I've seen it not be mowed for a month because it didn't grow. There's no rain, so it was hot out. The grass didn't grow. So talk about pop music. I don't know anything about pop music. I don't know anything about pop music to begin with. So
You like country.
I like country, but
I like heavy metal.
she likes heavy metal. I like country. I don't like the new country because I consider that crap music, not rap music, but crap music. I like the old stuff. I like the old classic rock and roll, 60s, 70s, and 80s. So he was quoting a song from 1981. Okay. Well, sing me a few bars of it, Cappy. Um, you're right there, Sandy K. I don't complain too much about the rain, because we need it. I uh, I don't complain too much about snow until we get like 3 or 4 feet of it. Not at one time, but I mean 3 or 4 feet out there. Then I start complaining about the snow. But on the average, we need 2 or 3 feet of snow every winter because every 10 inches gives you an inch of water. So, 3 feet is 36 inches. So that's about 3.5 inches of rain. So, and basically, you need about an inch of rain a month would be decent. An inch and a half, 2 inches of rain would be nice. 3 inches of rain a month would be great. So, if you could get an inch of rain every week, that would even be better because your plants would grow a lot better. So would your grass and your trees and everything, but they just don't happen that way. So. Yeah. Actually, if you drink hot stuff during the heat, it actually cools you down because it for some reason it does cool you down. I don't know the logistics of it or why it does, but it does. All right, there, Ken, you have a good one. Take a couple of pancakes, 2 eggs over easy, and some bacon. The sun is getting hot. Well, it's just my observation there, Atlanta, but I think the sun's always been hot. I'm just saying. I'm just playing with you there, Atlanta. I understand what you're saying. It does feel like that, though. Sometimes, the sun feels hotter today than it was yesterday, and it's just the way that, the positioning of where you're at and everything. Yeah, I like over medium eggs. I don't like sunny side up eggs, or you can actually do medium to medium hard for me, and that's fine. So, and bacon can be chewy to crispy. It don't have to be extremely crispy, but it can be chewy to crispy. Now, my wife, she likes her bacon crispy because she likes to break it up and put it in with her eggs. Smash her eggs up, put the bacon in with it. And she likes French toast and bacon. But she likes her eggs crispy. So when I make her eggs, I put some oil in the pan and get the oil as hot as I can. I'll drop the eggs in one at a time and get them to start frying. And they'll fry, like you're deep frying them. And then I'll take a spatula and I'll splash the oil on top of the eggs to start cooking the eggs on the top. So, yeah. Huh? When I make them for you, that's how I do it. I know you make your own, but when I do it, that's how I make them for her. So she does the same thing. So actually, Ken, I actually like ketchup on scrambled eggs too, but I also throw a little hot sauce on it, at the same time. But if I'm doing ketchup on eggs, I try to have, like fried potatoes there too at the same time, or hash browns or whatever, and I'll sprinkle a little ketchup and hot sauce on those too. So, when I could really eat, there was a place up in Brooklyn, Michigan called Papa's Place. And they had the everything but the kitchen sink. Oh, everything including the kitchen sink omelet. It was an 8-egg omelet. It had 4 ounces of sausage, 4 ounces of bacon, 4 ounces of ham, 4 ounces of steak, and had 4 ounces of hamburger in it. This thing was just huge. And then it had 4 ounces of green pepper, 4 ounces of onion, and, potatoes. And by the time it was all said and done, this thing weighed about 3.5, 4 pounds. And then it come with toast, and Texas toast at that. And first time I tried to eat it, I couldn't eat it all. The second time I was there, I finished it. So, yeah. But it was a big omelet. Now, what I'll do, sometimes I used to do this. I got an electric griddle, and what I would do is I would scramble up a bunch of eggs. And I'd get that griddle hot, and I'd start pouring the eggs on the griddle, and I'd make the griddle go like this, until I got the eggs this full size of the griddle, and I got them, cooking. Then I would flip that over, so it'd cook on the other side. And then when I did that, I just let it cook for 30 seconds or so. Then I'd flip it back. Now I got an omelet sheet about this big, or an egg sheet about that big. I would put some ham in it. Then I'd roll it. Then I'd put some cheese in it and roll it. Then I'd put some onion in it and roll it. And then I'd do sausage and roll it, then cheese and I just green pepper, and then I'd roll it, and you'd have an omelet roll about this big, and then you just slice it off, like a pinwheel, and it was pretty good, man. So. What you do is you would, when you put your stuff down, you put it down in an area like this wide, and just maybe a quarter-inch thick. And then you roll it, because then that way you'd make it almost all the way around the pinwheel, so that's what actually, and it really was good. And then, if you cut it off and made it on there, you could throw some cheese on top of it, microwave it, and then, melt the cheese on it or whatever, but it was good. I used to make them all the time like that, so. All right there, Sandy. You have a good one. Thank you for showing up. Sorry about your rheumatoid arthritis. I know all about that. Are you on the Medtrix, or are you on the Embro? I just took my 8 pills. I was supposed to take them Thursday, and I forgot about it. I had to take them last night. So. But, anybody else got anything they want to bring up here for the next couple of minutes? And you're right there, Elena. That was a lot of food, that omelet, yeah. And it was called Papa's Place, or My Papa's Place, yeah. So. But it wasn't bad. What was it, Kath? About $9 for that omelet or something like that? Wasn't a bad price for it, huh? I think it was like $9. I think regular, breakfast was like $6.75 or $7, and this was like $9. So, but you couldn't buy it and share it. That's the thing. They wouldn't let you buy it and then get an extra plate. So it wasn't for 2 people. It was just for 1 person. So you could take it home, but you just couldn't. They wouldn't let you, order it and then split it between 2 people. So. I haven't seen Gene lately either. I don't know what's going on with him. I have to. I'll leave him a personal message and see what's going on with him. So. Because, Gene's been in here every day, or comes in here every day. I haven't seen him either. So I will do it right now. There you go. I just sent him a message. So, all right, everybody. It's 9:45. I'm going to get off here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I say that all the time, and hopefully you guys understand that I really do appreciate you. You guys make me laugh. You make me think about other stuff. I have really a good time. I like your comments, your jokes, and all that. But I do appreciate it. And like I always say, I tell you, stay safe, watch out for the other guy. And I really do mean that, because half a second can save your life. Anybody that's ever been, emergency services, they can tell you the same thing. Half a second will save your life. And y'all have a good day. I do appreciate you. I really do. And I'm going to type it in there for you. Stay safe. God bless you. All have a good day. I do really appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise, as Idaho Hillbilly says. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.